Hello everyone, my name is Wale Farron. I'm a tech entrepreneur and you are watching another episode of Tech Roundup, your weekly opinion, views and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. Over the next few weeks on Tech Roundup, we'll be showing part of the Virtual Fintech Roundtable with some of the leading fintech professionals and leaders in Nigeria. This week, we'll profile what these experts had to say about the impact of COVID-19 on their businesses and how they are bracing for what's to come. We'll close the episode with a review of Mastercard's Girls4Tech initiative, which was recently launched in Nigeria. But we end the show with our number of the week. This show is packed, so let's get started. This week, I sat down virtually with Nnamdi, CEO of Konga, Hadia from Migo, Adekunbi from NetPlus, Deji from EcoVC, and Salami, the CEO of Ribi, for a FinTech virtual roundtable. And it was a great and riveting conversation. We spoke about COVID-19, and here is a portion of our conversation. The impact of COVID-19 on our businesses. There's no other way to say it. This has had far-reaching impact all across the world.
Unfortunately, last week Sunday, when Buhari announced that there's going to be a lockdown in Lagos and Abuja, and many parts of the country actually, there was no clarity on who does the lockdown apply to, who is categorized as essential. Different things were not clear to us at that point in time. So it caused a lot of issues. So we have backlogs of orders to places like Port Harcourt that we're trying to deal with. A lot of state governments closed their borders and we couldn't deal with that kind of chaos. And for us, it's not really about benefiting or taking advantage of the scenario. For us, it's really about ensuring that people who order for these essential products get these products. And so right now, we're just trying to work with the state governments, work with the federal government to ensure that as much as possible, we're able to have access to every nook and cranny of the country to get products to these people.
We see these affecting the portfolio companies across the board. And also depending on the sort of industries that you're operating in as well, some are more severely affected than others. As I mentioned, travel, events, and the like. Cities where there's a complete lockdown, there's actually nothing going on. Movement is restricted, you can't do anything, you've lost your main revenue driver. But then you have other services such as education, conferencing platforms, which are doing really, really well right now, being able to, step to the plate, as it were, to try to manage the situations that are, and also to take advantage of the situation in terms of being able to find where it is you can actually start to either modify your business or to start to scale your business quite rapidly. So it's mixed, I'd say, across the portfolio.
Look, in the lending business, there are a couple of dimensions of trying to understand what's going on, right? You look at demand. Is it going up or is it going down, right? So what drives demand? Activity drives demand. So if you're home, what are you borrowing money for? Right, so the use cases for what you would have borrowed money for are not necessarily present because you're stuck at home. So the other dimension to explore here is default. So are you going to see greater default? Are you just going to see people needing more time to pay loans, when society recovers and returns to normal? Or are you just going to see less default because you have, less loans out?
Okay, so for us, we've had in the situation where we have the POS merchants, those that have shops, definitely there's been a decline. Some of them almost zero. And then you have some of them all of a sudden demanding and calling. I mean, today, for instance, I've been up since God knows, just trying to attend to some merchants some agent companies that are asking for services. So it's a win-win situation. The prayer now is that you'll be able to stay on top in terms of ensuring that those companies will, you'll be able to balance out and probably earn income, more or less. But with time, we hope that it will fizzle out.
It's now very tough. There's no day, there's no night. Developers are working remotely. There's issue of power, there's issue of internet. There's no movement. So it's really very difficult keeping everything together to make sure that everybody is on track. But everybody is turning up, and so yes, there's this general slowdown. There's no slowdown yet for our enterprise business or for our software business on the enterprise side, except of course, we're not actively prospecting new customers. But seeing some upsell, so existing customers are saying, hey, I need to respond to COVID-19. Can you do this extra bit, or can you deploy this extra feature, and so on and so forth. So I think that's good news for us on that side. But I think for me, the biggest issue here is how do we take care of things that are happening right now? How do you continue to pay staff salary or part of it? How do you continue to sustain your team? We're not machines. How do you continue to cover our own expenses?
And to our last story this week, Mastercard, in celebration of International Women's Day, has recently launched the rollout of its 2020 Girls4Tech program in Nigeria, which engaged 60 girls between the ages of 9 and 12, but also extends to girls ages 13 to 16 with Girls4Tech 2.0, as well as a 20-week coding program for girls 8 to 10. So why just girls? I spoke to Ifeoma Dozie, the Director of Marketing and Communication, Mastercard Sub-Sahara Africa, and she says this program is designed to drive inclusion and equality by bridging the gender gap that currently exists within the STEM careers, and Mastercard is committed to reach 1 million girls globally by 2025 to make this a reality. The Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics STEM program encourages and inspires young girls to embrace the STEM culture, giving them a voice in the development of innovative solutions that will be relevant in the future. So far, the program has reached more than 800,000 girls in 27 countries and over 100 girls in Nigeria since its launch in 2017. Programs like Girls4Tech is imperative in the growth of the tech industry, and below are a few reasons why we need more women in tech. 1. The gender gap in the STEM space is too evident. Nigeria is ranked 128 out of 153 countries in the 2020 Global Gender Gap Report. Research shows that the most effective problem solving comes from collaborating with individuals of different gender, ethnicities, and race. A calculated inclusion of this factor will lead to innovation. We will surely need more in Nigeria. 2. Women have the ability to tap into the largest economic force in the world. They control the larger percentage of all household spending in Nigeria, and a lack of women in the field can lead to an inability to market effectively to that audience, which in turn could greatly impact the success of many tech-related Nigerian companies. And lastly, STEM skills are key to a country's development and future prosperity. The majority of future jobs will require some combination of STEM, yet the numbers are rather discouraging. These kind of programs will help reduce the shortage of STEM skills that are needed to boost Nigeria's economy. We'll continue to follow Mastercard's Girls4Tech program, and we will report any newsworthy item. Our number of the week this week is 10 million. That's the number of jobless claims already filed in the US in the last 2 weeks. This shows early economic indication of the impact of COVID-19, and we just have to brace ourselves for what's coming, even in Nigeria. We love to hear your comments and feedback, so please connect with me on LinkedIn at Wale Faron and subscribe to the Tech Roundup YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Have a great weekend, guys, and see you all again next week. Good night. It's a wrap. 14.